Those of you who've been on here for a while know that I went through a divorce and I'm trying to figure out how to increase my budget. But I know I keep looking around and I normally look right at the camera, but this is humiliating. Like I said, I'm not asking for your money. I'm just trying to figure out, what do you do? Like how
you work?
How do people get through this? And she looked at me and kind of looked around and she said, honey, you're too pretty to live here.
You're too pretty.
You'll get hurt.
You'll get hurt. I have absolutely no sympathy for a woman who is now homeless after choosing to divorce her husband because she wanted a hot girl summer. This video today is so damn crazy, but we must go over it and we must diagnose. Without further ado.
Hi, remember me?
No.
I know I've been kind of MIA lately. And this is going to be a video like I've never done before. If you've been following me for a while, this is a good one for you. If you haven't, you feel free to just scroll by. But those of you who've been on here for a while know that I went through a divorce and I was staying with a friend because I didn't have a place to stay, and that was 4 months ago that I've been staying there, and I no longer have a place to stay, and I've been looking
4 months is a long time.
Some of you know and some of you don't that I have a lot of medical issues. I've had 33 surgeries, so I desperately need to keep my insurance. Anyways, yeah, I'm not asking for money. I'm not one of those people. I don't ask for help. I'm ridiculously stubborn. Ridiculously stubborn. I think I'm just trying to figure out if anyone has advice or guidance.
Get a job.
On what you do in this situation.
You work.
Because I'm literally homeless at this moment. Yeah, I'm looking in different cities, states.
You're lying.
Yeah, I've always used humor to get me through stuff. Because like some of my funniest stuff on my TikTok has been during my hardest time of my life. And right now I'm desperate and I'm trying to figure out how to make it through this. And my budget is low is the problem. And I'm trying to figure out how to increase my budget. But I know I keep looking around and I normally look right at the camera, but this is humiliating. Like I said, I'm not asking for your money. I'm just trying to figure out, what do you do? Like how
you work?
How do people get through this? Because I'm
so
single,
ridiculous.
I don't have small kids. There's just not funding for people like me.
Funding?
So, God, this is depressing. This is not me.
Notice how she said she had no small kids. She actually does have a daughter that's 25 years old, but more on her a little bit later. But you're a 45-year-old grown adult woman who chose to get divorced, and you're up on TikTok asking people what you should do? Ma'am, stop being a loser. Take your ridiculously stubborn ass, as you said, humble yourself, and get a job. You see, when you were married and you weren't working, you took life for granted. Winter didn't have to come for you. You forcibly chose to step out into the tundra. But now that you're here, the easiest thing for you to do is to promote your homelessness on your TikTok so some simp sucker can come along and white knight himself to save the day via your Cashapp. That's in the description of this video. You even wrote on the screen back here that this can happen to anybody. But ma'am, you are not a victim of circumstance. You chose this life. When you were married, roof over your head. Now that you're divorced, homeless. It appears you just didn't think this through. Gentlemen, listen to me. You need to take care of yourself. And one thing that most guys regret later on in life is not taking care of their skin earlier. That's why I'm super excited to have Tiege Hanley as the sponsor of today's video. Tiege Hanley is all about making skincare simple and effective for guys just like us. And with their level 1 system, you'll get everything you need for healthier, clearer skin. And guess what? They've offered an exclusive deal just for you. Become a member today and get 30% off of your first box plus a free gift. Just like so many of you guys, I never really took my skincare seriously. But now that I am, the results speak for themselves. I mean, who could have thought that 38 years old can still look so dang young? This product is my own little fountain of youth. So if you're looking for an easy, no-nonsense approach to skincare that actually works, give Tish Hanley a try. Plus, when you become a member, you get amazing perks like 20% off of retail price, access to exclusive monthly deals, and free US shipping. And again, since Tish Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're hooking us up with a deal. Just click the link down in the description box down below to get your 30% off plus a free gift. Do it, guys, today. Your future self will thank you.
Well, you know when you're like super desperate and you're, oh, maybe you don't know, but and you're looking at apartments or cars, whatever it is.
Yo, she's crazy.
You see one and you're like, you try to picture your life in there. And
just real quick before she goes and she tells a goddamn stupid story, just look, I just think for a second, she's got her hand on the top of and she's got her mammary glands placed ever so softly so that the front of the camera can see just the tip. She's got the shirt all open, the phone's right. Just imagine one day I was hanging out and then, oh, just a picture. This shit is so crazy. This is simp fuel. You goddamn simps better not be in her old ass Cashapp instead of her money. This is obviously a trick. Or you're the trick. You're the John. She's a liar. Let's proceed.
You think this is really, really terrible.
Oh.
Maybe I can make it work.
Hold on.
I just did that. I thought maybe I can make this work. And I go outside of it, and there's someone who works there, and I asked her, I was like, can you please just tell me honestly?
Tell me honestly.
How safe this place is, because it's definitely in a bad area.
It's in a bad area.
And she looked at me and kind of looked around, and she said, honey, you're too pretty to live here.
You're too pretty.
You'll get hurt.
You'll get hurt.
Problem is, I can't afford the places I won't get hurt.
So drop it my cash app. So I can afford it.
Beginning to down. I don't want to get down. I've always been told that I have, like, people love me for my energy. People want me around because I have great energy. People fall in love with my energy.
So pay me.
They always talk about my light.
Give me money.
Which is funny.
Link in the description.
And I'm just looking for light now.
Your light should have been your husband, but you divorced him, ma'am. And now you're on your public platform begging for shekels. But you're coming up to the realization that your attempt to manipulate men at 45 is not like your ability that it was at 25. Now, some of you guys might be saying, MTR, why are you going so hard on this one right here? Well, let's listen to this video right here to continue to prove how much of a psychotic manipulator that she is.
Do I look bored? Because I am. So, my friend and her husband went to Italy. You know, I mean, my dream place. It's no big deal. Whatever, you know, whatever. And I am house sitting, let's fix that, for, I don't know, I think I'm here for like 18 days. Okay, this is interesting. I brought my little psycho dog for some entertainment. That's all I have. I'm 2 hours away from anything and anyone that I know. There's no shows I want to watch. So what do I do? Like play solitaire? Up for suggestions.
I have an idea for you, man, what you can do with those 18 days up there. You can get a job, file for unemployment, do something. It's so crazy to me to think that there's some folks that work so hard throughout their life and pay taxes, which get utilized to fund women like this in their lifestyle. They don't want to do anything. They always expect to get bailed out. They always expect handouts or to be helped through their victimhood status. Ma'am, you have 18 days. Fill out a resume. You are 45 years old, ma'am, not 25. Even at 25, there's no excuses. But at 45, and on top of all of her lazy and deranged behavior, she somehow has figured out how to include her daughter into her shenanigans as well.
So my friends come home tomorrow, and then I leave here Saturday. Then my daughter and I are going to what is happening here? My daughter and I are going to the Dominican for some beach time for our yearly mother-daughter trip. She's 25 and gorgeous.
Pay attention.
I remember when, like, the first time she started getting her cat calls and I was like chopped liver. That's when I realized that I was getting old.
Here goes a picture of the mother and the 25-year-old daughter together. Mothers that compare themselves to their young daughters are sick, flat out. How's your own mother jealous of you? A mother that has this sickness to be competitive with their daughters in terms of male mate selection will stop at nothing to ruin your future relationships. They're motivated in the threat of competition, and they're motivated in absorbing your time because they don't have a man.
Okay, show me this look. Whoa. Whoa. Is this Vera Wang? Oh, Vera Bradley. Oh, Chanel. You're so sexy.
Be very mindful of mother-daughter relationships where the mother treats the daughter like friends like this. It's an indication that at least through the mother, she grew up with a lack of structure. And if the father wasn't present to receive that structure, then you're gonna have your goddamn hands full. Face filters, drinking, tats.
Mother-daughter duo.
A fixation on beauty. Mothers like this will not only directly sabotage future relationships, but will indirectly teach you how to be a fantastic future single mother. Misery absolutely loves company. At a time when you should be practicing your boundaries, she's stepping all over yours. She has the female version of Peter Pan Syndrome. Let's call it Tinkerbell Syndrome. She never grew up, and she doesn't want to grow up, and lives her life through you.
In history.
And to conclude the entire story, we have the 45-year-old TikToker adorning a very new tattoo with your simp monies that you sent to her. Canoodling with a new man. Let's watch.
Hello, Amy Ashley.
Oh, it's a video. Hello, Mr. Millionaire.
How was your mimosa?
I need another one.
Really?
Yes.
I think so too.
I definitely know so.
You know something?
Yeah,
Let's see about getting you another one.
for sure.
So, we are two TikTokers. They're meeting for the first time today.
Back to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
Ready for the next pump and dump. It's so crazy to me because this lifestyle cannot be rewarding. A 45-year-old divorced TikToker that lives her glory years through her daughter. These are the women that were told that they can have it all. And when the going got tough, hop ship, got a divorce, thinking that the grass was gonna be greener on the other side, but instead that grass was lava. The husband stayed through 33 surgeries, and she still wanted to get a divorce. Think about that for a second. For some of these modern women today, nothing is ever good enough. And for them, you will never be enough. I think it's also a sign of who she is as a mother to be homeless and not to have at least her 25-year-old daughter come out and try to help her. But all right, guys, that's the video for today. Leave your comments down below. What do you think about the TikTok 45-year-old baddie and decisions that she has made? Let me know. Let's have a discussion about it. And I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.